I really enjoy going to school because, the school that I go to, there's many people that share the same, you've got something in common with them.
But obviously I'm happy to go to school because I'll be seeing all my friends.
It's quite exciting because you get to meet new people and people come from all different backgrounds.
It's nice to feel like you're included in the community.
But I would say sometimes it could be quite challenging because you're going to be scared of making new people, what people's going to think of you, your race and all of that.
It depends what their personality is like. If they're a quiet character, then you might find them hard to fit in.
I always have that nauseous, weird feeling because when I get on the bus, there's big gangs of other people and they're making loads of noise, and sometimes it's a little bit intimidating.
Some people feel, why am I going to school? I don't really like it and I don't really learn anything.
Most children think that going to school in Croydon might be bad because of certain situations that's been happening lately.
Most children think that there's a lot of bullying, but now there's something done, people are doing something about it, and they're starting many anti-bullying campaigns, which is really good.
As I started learning more and things started to become clear for me and I found things that I really liked, then school became very fun for me.
Well, I have a teacher and he's always saying to me that, some people don't get this experience, that we should feel lucky.
Some of them feel like when they grow up they just go to work, that education's not a big thing for them.
I feel more comfortable if there was other black kids that went to the same school as me. And it's better than being just one black kid in the school.
My school is a black majority, so I fit in quite well. But for a white person, maybe they might find it harder.
There's always some people who'll give you weird looks just because you're black, and they'll think that you're going to attack them or whatever, and you're in a school uniform and you're with your friends and you're having a laugh.
Some of them may feel not they get picked on, but treated differently.
Gang culture, knife crime and teenage pregnancies. Teachers, for instance, in my school don't really like to talk about it.
Majority think it's a chore to go to school, but I think the minority think it's for their own benefit.
Some of them might feel happy and because of the Obama, they might feel inspired that if he can do something, maybe they can do something as well.
I haven't been excluded, but I know people that have been excluded from my school and from other schools in the borough.
They've probably shown a bit of negativity towards a teacher or something.
I think it's fair because why are you going to let the other pupils suffer when you want to get good, when the other person just wants to waste their education away?
Kids who are excluded, they do something wrong in the first place.
They've done something which the school hasn't agreed with, or they think if they took it to the governors, they wouldn't agree with either.
Sometimes it's fair, yeah, if I was the one having the fight. Or if I was the one having the fight, obviously I wouldn't think it's fair, but if I was the one that got beaten up, then I think it was fair for the person.
Sometimes it can be over the top, sometimes an exclusion.
Teachers didn't give the students time to talk and have their side put across. If the teacher says that the child is getting excluded, then they're getting excluded and there's nothing they can really do about it.
Sometimes it's not necessary, but because they just come back and they might just exclude themselves again.
Exclusion isn't really fair because you're taking it out of our education, so you're not benefiting no one else. You're taking away our education, which doesn't benefit us, and you need us to make your school.
It depends what they did. If they did something really, really bad, then yeah, I think it is fair because they need to understand that's not right and you need to be punished for something like that. But if they got excluded for an unfair reason, then that's not right.
It's a majority of black male that get excluded as well. And I think it's mostly coming from, their households and how the families are run, and, if they have a male parent present to teach them discipline.
I think we should give them extra education time. So on a Saturday, you won't be able to go out with your friends, but spend that extra time in school that he's being bad in, just working one-on-one with your teacher.
I think they should give out severe punishment because they are really disrupting the learning of other pupils.
I think first of all they should get a warning.
People that don't want to work can go to work in a different area, and then the ones that do want to work can work together with the teacher.
Well, firstly, I think that schools should take them out of the lesson to stop them from disrupting other children's learning, and then they should put them aside and talk to them.
Try and find the reason for why they're behaving badly in the first place, so then they can actually change that instead of just thinking, oh, this person deserves to be excluded.
And afterwards, once they found out what the reason is, I believe that they should try and figure out a way or have someone on site that is educated and knows that area in order to help the child. We are the ones that attend the school, so we should have a big part in what's going on and what can be improved and what can be changed.
To see what their learning environment is like and if the changes that are made can help their learning environment.
They can do some more activities after school or at lunchtime.
Using other ways of teaching instead of just lecturing the children.
Be more hands-on, so have like more physical activities.
I think pupil and teacher interaction is vital.
Practicals.
Activities in which you're actually using those skills instead of just learning about them.
Group work, because at school we seem to do things more individually and not really in groups where we could talk to each other and socialise and get on better.
Do more trips out, activities.
Spice up learning.
Maybe mentoring groups, things to help kids open up and for adults and people at the school to know what happens inside a child's life.
The young people are a future generation and, the future's depending on them, and education is the key to the future.
If you don't ask their opinion, they're going to feel no one listens to me. What's the point of me talking to anyone? No one's going to listen.
We're the ones going to school and we're giving you the feedback to make our school a better place to go to.